How's it going, everybody? We're here with your math video for the recruiting Ronin event. And of course, I'm not doing the math. We're here with Scotty. How's it going, Scotty? How'd your week go?
Week was good. Busy. Yours?
It was okay. Yeah, I wasn't saving any animals or anything, but we keep busy over here sometimes too. So yeah, let's break into it right away. All right, so here we are at the event. It's called Powerful Incantations. What is this? This is
The web milestone.
web milestone. Thank you. And it's just spend power cores. So what is this one looking like?
So if you want to complete it, you're gonna have to spend 500 cores a day, which is a lot for most people, but you get some catalysts that some people may be needing in the DD6 run, because a lot of people are running out of health catalysts and all that.
Can confirm.
But if you just want the tarot cards, you just need to spend 200 cores a day. So that's basically just doing your 50 core energy refreshes every day.
Perfect, which as we're about to get into is like a prerequisite for this coming event anyway. So good. It doesn't seem like that's that big a deal. Hopefully people have their cores ready for this. And then the recruiting Ronin event. This is the release event. So we got raid with Sylvie, raid with Beta Ray Bill, spend campaign energy, play raid battle, which is capped at 30,000, earn alliance credit. So just before we get into the numbers, how are you feeling about this event? Good, bad, kind of whatever, just run of the mill?
It's a decent event. I mean, it's people are gonna unlock Ronin easily, which is always good.
Nice.
Um, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, and I think the only downside is for people that maybe have Sylvie and Beta Ray Bill built to 5 yellow, but they're not strong enough to maybe use in raid yet, like in the incursion raid that maybe they're doing. So people might have to like do that Greek 2 raid just once, so everybody can use their Bifrost if they're not like incursion raid ready, but that might be a minority of people. I'm not sure.
Right on. All right, well, with that said, let's get into the math. And what is the first track? This is obviously, we always kind of go with like the highest end track and we work our way down because the majority of players do end up needing a little bit less than this kind of high end effort. So what does the high end effort track look like?
Yeah, and I mean we do this also to basically show that it's not completable. Like even if you have all of these things and do all of this,
Yeah.
this is like your max limit. So it's basically just setting, what is the highest you're able to get to and how you can get there, and then kind of going down from there to different play levels and priorities. So this is the first one, which has if you have Beta Ray Bill and Sylvie at 7 star, both of them. So this is probably you're going to be trying harder. So this is hopefully going to get you to the 160 Ronin shards. But you are going to get more shards from the rank rewards as well. Where that is going to fall, we will see over the next 6 days. But really, I don't think we'll see where it's going to be until really that final day, because there tends to be a lot of movement. But with that, you need to use them both once in raids. You need to raid 10 times a day for the 6 days, and then you are going to have to do 50 core alliance donation. And so I had pinged people yesterday to hold their donation today until after the event started, so hopefully you did that, because that will help quite a bit. And then with everyone doing the 50 core donation, you should get that fifth box. And then 6 days of doing that, and just make sure once again you do that on the last day, which is the 21st, before the event ends. Make sure everybody has their donations and collects all those boxes. And then you are going to have to do the 50 core and 100 core refreshes both today, which is technically the bonus day, and then the next 6 days before the event ends. And that will get you to milestone 19.
Nice. So does everybody need to do the 50 core refreshes because that gives you a certain amount of alliance credits? Or if half your alliance does it and you get the fifth box, is that good enough?
I mean, you individually need to do it to get that extra, because there are that extra credits that you're getting
Yeah.
from doing it. I guess it really depends how many people in your alliance are doing it. I think most people will do it enough to get that fifth box. So technically, not everyone has to do it, but like you're probably in an alliance. If you're a tryhard, you may be surrounded by tryhards, maybe not.
Right.
But you need to make sure you're getting that fifth box.
Okay, right on. All right, and then for the second track, a little bit of a step down.
Yeah, so this is, only having one of them at 7 yellow, um, because not everyone's going to have both of them. And just showing then you're going to be at milestone 17, so you're going to miss out on 30 Ronin shards, and probably end up lower in the rank rewards, but you're still going to get the unlock for sure. And then this is still doing the 50 core alliance donations, the 5 boxes, but only having to do 50 core energy refreshes. You no longer have to do the hundreds, and that still gets you like a pretty decent amount of stuff. I forgot to mention with the last one, there is the free claim on the website, so there's 500 points, which I assume is going to be daily, but today at least was 500. So as long as that continues, just make sure you're claiming that as well.
Right on. Okay, and then for the next track.
So next one is the more realistic track, I think. So having them both at 5 yellow, because they have, we've gone through their events. Like I think a lot of people will have them at 5 yellow. So this is probably maybe more the middle ground. Still doing the 50 core alliance donations. And this was showing also a difference between. Oh, so this is actually. Sorry, I'm off track. So this is the same milestone that I just talked about, where you had one of them at 7 yellow. This is how you can actually get to the same milestone, but only having them both at 5 yellow.
Okay.
And this is by spending some extra energy refreshes. So you are going to have to do 100 core energy refreshes 3 times a day for 6 days. You don't have to do it today, the bonus day, but just the others, basically the 6 days you have to do it. But that's how you can basically make it to the same milestone as the people that have one of them at 7 yellow.
Okay, right on. And
Yeah.
then this was the comparison you were just making, correct?
No, this is the next one.
Okay.
So this is milestone 16. So only getting 105 Ronin shards, which is still an unlock. And this is actually dropping down to 10k gold alliance donations. So everybody in your alliance doesn't have to do 50s, and actually only getting the 4 boxes instead of the 5th.
Okay.
So less cores. But you're still doing the 50 core energy refreshes every day, including today, the bonus day. And that gets you to the milestone 16, which monthly items and 105 Ronin shards, which is the instant unlock for him.
All right, so that's not bad for just you veteran players that aren't really going to want to do anything outside of what you normally do. You'll still get the unlock, just kind of chilling, so that's good. And now we're moving another step down. So what are we looking at here?
So this is maybe you only have one of them at 5 yellow, which is a reality for a lot of people, especially free to play people. So this is going to get you to milestone 15, which is the monthly items, but only 85 Ronin shards. So there was a free claim Friday where they gave us 5, so that would put you at 90. And then the minimum you can get from the rank rewards is 15. So that means you are going to unlock him eventually. So it still is an unlock. It's just not an instant unlock for you. Um, you're still doing the 50 core refreshes every day. But you're just missing out on some of the Ronin shards. But it gets you to Elite 5. So that's why I kind of kept this one in there, because especially if you maybe didn't pull Mockingbird today, that'll give you 2 more chances.
There you go. And then we have the last track, and this is having nobody at 5 yellow star. I guess this could be true for a lot of people as well. I forget if we had Sylvie or Beta in any passes. I forget. So as people who
I feel like we had Beta.
Yeah, I think we had one of them too. But if you don't have Sylvie or Beta at 5 star, are you still going to be able to get Ronin unlocked? The big question.
Yes. So even not having either of them at 5, not spending any core refreshes on energy, as long as you're still doing the 10 raid battles a day. So that's kind of just something I felt like was a minimum. So like you got to play the game.
Yeah.
And then claiming the free claims. You are still going to get the monthly items, the 85 Ronin shards, and then you will qualify for at least 15 Ronin shards in the rank rewards, maybe more, but at least that's like a minimum that you're going to get. So you will get the unlock eventually.
Right on. So play the game, get the unlock, get ready for the next legendary, and away we go. All right, so that's it for the math. Now, before we head out, let's actually talk about the event rewards itself. So here we are in game, and if we're looking, of course, we got the tarot cards. We get those Ronin shards. We've talked about those. The 130 max out. We got some. What is this called? Osmium. So a little bit of material if you decide you want to take this character all the way to teal. If not, this is good for Nova. I believe this is good for Val. It's good for Morgan Le Fay, and it's good for Gambit. So this is a highly sought after unique. We get some T5 in there. I know a lot of people are crying for that. Now, of course, that's nice and deep. Scotty helped us get there. How are you feeling about the other awards in here? And how do you feel about the skill jackpot? Skill's kind of a little meh, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of people want to take Fury and Black Cat in Dark Dimension 6, so that would help them. But compared to like the previous events we've had, like the last one we just had with the Blitz event, where like if you blitzed hard, you only had to buy like a $20 offer to get all the way. To finish this, especially if you don't have them both at 7 yellow, I think it's going to be a lot more expensive. Still, if you're like one of those people that is considering buying the Dark Dimension orbs, this is still a much better deal, especially if that is what you're needing, is the skill gear. So it's kind of like choose your own adventure, as I always say. And you're going to end up higher in the rank rewards because the rank rewards also have skill gear in there as well. And Ronin shards. I think the red stars on him maybe will be less of a draw for people because a lot of the people going at the top are probably pulling 7 red on everything because they have run out of characters to get 7 red, so they just keep hitting that elite 7 over and over again.
We know a few.
But people are going to be wanting like that skill gear as well, because if you can get top 500, that's going to help you take Fury and Black Cat into the non-horseman legendary section.
Yeah, I guess cool enough. I have no interest in taking Fury just because of how expensive he is. What?
Rude.
Yeah, it's rude. I guess it's Black Cat's coming. What do you? I guess this is kind of a loaded question, a little bit of a gotcha, I suppose. What do you think people should be aiming for 1 to 2%? I know that's a hard question to answer because it's people will try and hold you to it. But what sort of milestone do you think needs to be hit to lock in top 1%?
It's always hard. Like I feel like it's never been consistent because it really just depends how crazy people go, and that last day just goes wild.
Yeah.
Like I think technically, if you finished all the milestones, you'd probably be very safe for the top 1%. Maybe milestone 19, because that's not as easy to get to for most people unless you have them at 7 yellow, both of them. So around there, I would say, maybe just a touch above milestone 19, I'm guessing.
Right on. Okay, and before we sign off, this is a open leaderboards, so we can see who is where. Now, don't worry about the top 100 unless that's where you're going for. But if you hit the find me, you can kind of see where you're at. I haven't done anything for this event yet, so I'm down here at 90,000. If you were aiming for the top 1%, 1 to 2%, it's around, I think it's 25, maybe 2,400 players at this point will get you there because there doesn't seem to be a posted minimum. And then for every other percent down, add 2,500. Now that is a conservative number that should keep you safe. So keep an eye on your own position in the leaderboards. Imagine every percent bracket or every percent drop is an additional 2,500 players. And that should help you kind of gauge what you're trying to aim at for your Ronin shards. Does that seem fair to you?
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Good luck in recruiting Ronin, literally the recruiting Ronin event. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Once again, as always, thank you, Scotty, for doing the math so I don't have to, because I can't.
No problem.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.